this is Josh from the Mass Earth Movers channel on YouTube. I'm here in Burlington, Massachusetts at the Burlington Mall. In 2015, I worked for a company called WL French Junior Trucking Company out of Billerica, Mass. I was part of the snow removal team that cleared all the snow here at the mall. The Burlington Mall is situated about 17 miles west of Boston, and my guess is that it covers almost 50 acres of land. Most of the area is hot-top vehicle parking lots for hundreds of employees and thousands of shoppers that show up daily. The site is divided into 11 different lots. The main mall is a huge building located in the center of the property with 8 loading docks that need to be meticulously cleaned by machines and about a dozen shovelers. In addition to the main mall, there is a Sears Auto Center and a Crate & Barrel that are in separate standalone buildings with their own parking areas and loading docks. A perimeter road circles the property, and there are 8 entrance and exit driveways on the south and west sides. These roads and driveways need to be kept clear for mall access and emergency vehicles at all times during and after a storm. As one of the largest excavation and trucking contractors in New England, WL French was one of the few companies that had the resources to tackle a facility this size. The depth of talented equipment operators and truck drivers, combined with a huge arsenal of equipment and highly skilled maintenance staff, made French perfect for the job. I'm here in front of pole number 27. This is where we would stage the equipment and pile the snow. Sometimes up to 3 980s, a couple of 966s and 950s, a 410 John Deere backhoe, and from time to time a 930. All the loaders were fitted with snow pushers that ranged in widths from 12 to 18 feet, as well as 2 huge 24-footers that would be mounted on the 980s. 4 to 5 cat skid steer loaders, some with tracks, some with rubber tires, would be used to clean around all the curbing, islands, and loading docks. 1 large 6-wheel all-wheel drive max sander with a pushback plow and a few pickups would round out the crew. A site service truck was left on site to hold grease, oil, backup fuel, fuel conditioner, and chain binders to secure the pushers on the buckets. During snow hauling on the nights following the storm, a D6R LGP bulldozer would be added to the fleet, and as many as 15 dump trailers would be brought in to haul and pile the snow previously cleared. January 23rd, 2015, almost a year ago to today's date, we were finishing clearing an 8-inch storm that had been forecast to only be 2 to 4 inches. We plowed during the storm and spent the following evening hauling snow. As we worked those 2 days, reports started surfacing that a huge storm was coming at us for the beginning of the week. As the storm drew closer, the reporters got more and more charged up, and before it even started, they had dubbed it the blizzard. It ended up being quite a large storm that lasted the better part of 2 days. Areas including Burlington received snow depths totaling 24 to 30 inches. Even though that storm was a biggie, it was just a precursor to what was to come over the course of the winter. Boston's Logan Airport recorded 108.6 inches of snow that year, the most in recorded history. Over the next month, I worked a total of 38 days or nights in a row. I will document that work in another video I have coming up about the weeks following the storm. That video will chronicle my work on other snow clearing projects during the month, including work at the snow dump in downtown Boston that was and still is shown on national TV when discussing the 2015 winter in the Northeast. This video follows me as I prepare for and clear the snow here at the Burlington Mall during the blizzard of 2015. It also follows me through the following couple of days as we load and haul the snow to the dump site and do our final cleanup. To make this video, I used an iPhone 6 and a GoPro Hero 3 and documented as many tasks and thoughts as I could during the course of the storm. It's kind of ironic that I'm making this video today because on January 23rd, 2016, which is today, they're having the similar sized blizzard across the southeastern part of the United States, and I think they're taking it a little worse than we did. So take a look at the video, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Hi, this is Josh. I have a YouTube channel called Mass Earth Movers, and I post construction videos and videos that I think are interesting. Anyhow, we're up here in Massachusetts, and we're preparing for what they're touting to be a rather large snowstorm, maybe 24 or 30 inches. They're calling it the blizzard of 2015 already, but it hasn't started. So anyhow, I thought I would take this opportunity to chronicle the storm. I plow for a company called WL French Junior Trucking out of Billerica, Mass. And I'm a member of the snow team that plows Burlington Mall in Burlington, Mass. There's probably 10 to 15 of us up there at any time plowing. So I'm going to do my best to follow along and see if I can show you what we do at the Burlington Mall. So I think as the night goes on, I'll probably get grumpier and grumpier and maybe less interested in taking videos, but I'm going to force myself. Probably will last maybe 4 days we'll be out there. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully I'm good at editing, so it'll come out pretty good. It's now about 3:45. I've been working on packing some stuff up. I got the coffee pot set, made some sandwiches, I have my coolers packed, bunch of stuff, granola bar. Thought it was funny, the Kind bar has that reggae feel, which is just what you're thinking before you go and plow snow for 4 days. So we'll see how that works out. And I was looking outside, it's not really snowing yet, but looks like it could start at any minute. Maybe a little dust out there, but not much. All that snow is from the last storm. So I'm going to get ready, head upstairs, get some sleep, probably pack an overnight bag and some stuff in my truck, get my truck ready, and go to bed. Just put the finishing touches on getting some stuff ready. Some jackets, extra clothes, some shovels. That ready. Everybody's in here all cozy, waiting for the storm. And I got my truck so full of stuff I could go camping for a week. I think I still have one cooler to put in there too. So we're ready to go. It's 4:19 now. Nothing I hate more than trying to go to sleep when it's still light out, but we'll give it a shot. I got a couple of alarms set over on the stand and my phone, and I don't know why I set the alarms, because usually I stay up all night wondering if the alarms are going to wake me up, and I don't need to wake up anyhow. So, but we'll give it a shot. Get up about 10 o'clock and see if we can't get to the mall, see what it's doing out. So it's 10:20. We ready to rock and roll. Excited about going. Making a little sandwich, and I haven't even actually turned the light on yet to see what's going on. Oh. So it's snowing. It's light. Not much yet. So that's good. At least I'll get there all right. So we'll eat a little something, jump in the truck, and see how long it takes to get there. I'm ready to open the door. Let's see what we have out here. Get this thing in full wheel. Not too bad. Looks like it's light. The door doesn't stay up for the whole storm. It's actually blowing pretty good. There's some bare pavement in some spots. Well, 5 minutes into the ride and we're behind the plow trucks. It's a 2-lane road. The state has 3 trucks ahead of us trying to get 2 inches of snow off. So I guess at least it's clear. But we'll see how long this takes. So good. 50 miles an hour, not a car in the road. We are at the mall. Thanks to Governor Baker for telling everyone to stay off the road so I could drive to the mall. Anyhow, right here it looks pretty quiet. Looks like there's a couple guys over here. There's the lineup of machines. I think I'm down here on the end. We go. Well, we have arrived. So I guess this was the machine I was supposed to run tonight. And I gotta check the oil, but they brought in a brand new loader from somewhere, so I get to switch this out to a brand new machine. So let's see if we can get this running and I'll switch the pusher off. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I had a little heater issue with this machine. There was a valve that was shut, so I ran the machine for a couple of hours, or an hour and a half, with no heat. That sucked. So now we're up and running and we're getting thawed out in here. This is a awesome machine. I didn't know I was going to be running this. They just got it. It's a brand new Cat 966M. It has 365 hours on it. It's only the second time I've ever run a machine that doesn't have a steering wheel. So, should make for a good night or a good couple of days now that I've got heat. So we're just gonna make laps around here. I did 1 parking lot already, actually 2 already. I'm just gonna open this up. The snow's definitely picked up in the past hour. I'm glad I got that heat fixed. I don't think I would have been able to work much longer. It was the inside of the windows had ice on them. Well, this is one of those moments I thought I'd capture because there's nothing better than having Van Halen on when you're plowing. This is the second time I've hit this parking lot. I just did the other one across the way again. Looks like there's another 5 or 6 inches since the first time I did it. It's coming down pretty good. The heat is still working in the machine. That's a plus. It's got a backup camera. Probably going to stop for a cup of coffee in a little while. I guess that's not too bad. 4 hours into it. They said the height of the storm was going to be around 2. Looks like they might be a little early on that. We're going to go out on a little mission here. It's one of the problems with working in the snow. The wiper gets built up. Let's see what it's doing outside. It's snowing pretty good. Yeah, it's snowing out. It's almost time to do that lot again. Much better. A little smoother than last year's machine. 980C. Probably, I guess, in the long haul, it'd be a little harder to stay awake at night. There's no way you could doze off. It was noisy, the levers were squeaky. Second to have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, cup of coffee. Still snowing like a son of a gun. I don't know, I haven't looked at the radar, so I don't know when it's going to end, but it's snowing pretty good. Pretty comfortable here, anyhow. It's 6 o'clock in the morning now. The hours keep rolling by and it still keeps snowing. This section hasn't been plowed yet, so you can see it's pretty deep. There's probably at least a trailer load of snow. There's the little sidewalk plow. I'm not really sure who runs that, but I give him a lot of credit because there's no doors. Or windows. Looks like he might have had a failure there. One of the other issues with having this much glass is you have to keep the heat on pretty high. So I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm still hot. I got the windows open a little bit. And it's hard to keep the snow melted off the windows. So you're either too cold or you're too hot. There's one of our trucks out there cleaning up the road. It's 7:15, and as you can see, it's blowing a little harder than it was before. I hope you can see that. It's snowing like crazy. So this is I think this is the third time I've plowed this parking lot. And there's more snow than sometimes when we plow it just after a whole storm. So it's coming down. Need some help over there. Fighting with his wipers like we all are. So I guess we're 7 hours in. It's still snowing, to say the least. It's starting to get light out. That'll help. Just thought I'd take a picture of this. This will give you a little example of how hard the wind has been blowing. That's not plowed. That's actually from the wind blowing around the bottom of that light pole. Blew it right down on the pavement. Very strange. It's 12:30 now. We've been out for 12.5 hours. Just finished a sandwich, something to drink. It's supposed to snow until 1 o'clock this morning, so another 12 hours supposedly at 1 inch an hour, so another foot of snow. I think we probably have 1.5 feet now. So, anyhow, just thought I'd check in. We're at the 12-hour mark, and I don't know how long they're gonna keep campus here. I think they changed some guys out. There's some hotel rooms up the street that they sent them to, and I don't know if they're going to change our crew out or what. But we'll see, and I'll definitely get that if we do that. I'm at the parking area now. It's, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. So we'll get a hotel room. Actually, they got hotel rooms. They got 4 hotel rooms. So 4 of us are going down to the hotel and sleep for about 4 hours. Here's the machine we've been running. Pretty nice rig. And it looks like my truck is pretty well snowed in, so my buddy Luke is driving. And by the way, this grip that I got for the camera my niece gave me for Christmas is the best. Awesome. Awesome for selfies. So, anyhow, I'll probably spare you any shots of the hotel room. And then we'll pick it back up, I think at about 7 o'clock. Well, I told you I wasn't going to do this, but I did it. Here's the hotel room. There's about 10 of them. I'm just heading down to meet everybody down at the front desk. Luckily, I brought a small container of soup with me, and this place had a microwave. So I just had a little bit of a hot meal. So that's awesome. So I got to get going and meet the guys. It's 10 past 7 on Tuesday the 27th now. And just getting ready to go. I hope these videos come out alright with this camera. Just getting ready to go back out plowing. We'll probably be out until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's usually when they get rid of us. So, and it's still snowing. So I don't know when we're going to be able to start cleaning up, not until it stops snowing, really. So hopefully we can get cleaned up before the mall opens. Maybe 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll be out for another 13 hours. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, I got some of the lights on inside. Looks a little more alive than it did all day. This is probably the 5th time I've plowed this. 5 or 6, I don't know how many it was. Seems like I've plowed it all day, over and over and over. It's got to have another 6 or 8 inches on it. It's 1:15 in the morning. I think it's Wednesday now. It's been a while since I filmed anything. We got a little bit busy cleaning up and preoccupied with some other projects. So we're almost we're done. We're cleaning up corners. It's still snowing out, but I don't know how much it's going to snow. I think they're going to get the sand truck going pretty soon and start hitting these parking lots. So that's not bad. They didn't even predict the storm was going to end until 1 o'clock. So to have the place cleaned up and almost ready to go at 1 o'clock is pretty good. skid steers. They go around and clean up all the corners for us. They're like ants running around. I don't know how many they had. 5, 6. Well, we just got the word. We're quitting at 4:30, which is now. So I'm heading back over to the yard and get this thing parked. Alright, I think it's 1:45 at this point. Everything's shut down. Got the machine parked. There's the row of machines. I don't know how good a camera this is for this type of thing. That's going to be our snow dump tomorrow. So we'll be back in, I don't know what time tonight. So it's 4:45 in the morning now. We'll probably be back in by 9 or 10 tonight to load trucks all night. So I gotta go home and get some sleep. So that's it, and we'll start over again tomorrow. This is one of the inherent problems to spending 29 hours at the mall plowing. Your driver, when you get home, you get this. So I take care of this, I guess, for the next few hours, and then I'll try and go to bed. Comes with the territory. I'm back. It's now 20 past 4 on Wednesday, and I just got the text to go in and load snow tonight at 11 o'clock. I'm supposed to drive a different machine, same sort of machine, but one of the company-owned machines, and load trucks. I don't know, we usually load till 7 or 8 in the morning, so should be a pretty long night, but I do enjoy loading trucks. I think actually of everything we do up there, that's probably my favorite part. So there's an endless line of trucks, and it's almost like being in a truck show all night because the trucks are awesome. So I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna try and get to bed by 5. I slept for 2 or 3 hours this morning when I got home. Get some sleep and then get up. I'm gonna pick one of the guys on the crew up and give him a ride in and get the machine ready, and I'll check in at the mall. See you then. 9:43 is Russ. Russ and I are heading to the mall to load snow tonight, and we're having a difficult time finding a Dunkin' Donuts that's open.
No Dunkin' Donuts open past 9.
Past 9
In Littleton. We're gonna go to the next town to figure that one out. Oh, isn't there one on the next exit up here?
There might be in Westford. We'll try Westford. We're gonna try every exit, and hopefully we'll be there in time to load snow.
Every exit from here to Burlington Mall.
Littleton has so few vices that they don't even drink coffee after 9 o'clock. So we'll check in the next door and see what happens.
Found Dunkin' Donuts.
Found a Dunkin' Donuts that was open. I got Russ with me, and there's some of the trucks waiting to haul the snow. That's just, I think there's 10 coming. Here we are getting ready, debriefing. Rusty, Nick, Evan, and I.
Not actually debriefing me, but
We're going to, we're a little punchy after last night. So we're going to, Evan's going to grease all the machines for us, and then,
that's pretty cool.
that's really nice. We'll get going. So I learned today something that I didn't know last night, is that this 966M, you don't even have to open the door yourself. Look at that. And all the lights come on in the machine. And can you believe that I was opening the door manually the whole time? No wonder I was so tired. Oh well. Well, tonight I'm in the K back here, and pretty happy to be in that. scratch it. But it is pretty cool. Pretty amazing. I've known these guys my whole life, and to be able to come here and run equipment like this, especially that type of equipment, that quality is pretty cool. So we'll get plowing, we'll get loading, I guess. The trucks will show up. I'm going to walk over and take a couple of pictures of the snow dump so we get it before, and then later when we go home in the morning we'll take an after and see how much snow we piled up. And hopefully I can get a couple of shots of the snow dump in action. I'm going to try and pass the camera off to somebody during the storm. So we'll get going. I can't believe I have to open the door myself on this machine. No wonder I'm going to be pretty tired tonight. I'm over by pole 27, which is near the lineup of equipment, which looks pretty impressive tonight. Anyhow, said I was going to take a before picture of the snow pile. Then we can kind of get an idea how much snow we put in there. This is the dozer, D6R. Somebody will be on that pushing the pile up, I'm sure. Or they'll push the pile up with a loader tonight and then send somebody in tomorrow with the dozer. I guess we've had this parking lot full all the way past the trailer trucks before, so it's January yet. We're still getting started. We'll see how big this gets. Thought I'd also mention that it's 15 degrees out. Probably going to get colder as the night goes, so we're outside. Stay pretty bundled up. Once you get in the machine, you can strip down. So some of the machines don't start so well, but hopefully everything runs tonight. You can see it gets a little tight around here sometimes. This car has been parked here for a while. I think the guy's just coming to get it. We gotta work around all kinds of stuff until the people go home, and then it gets kind of quiet. There's usually that one guy that leaves his car overnight that's right in the way. But here comes the guy now, so we should be in pretty good shape. It's about 11:45 now. Been loading for a couple minutes. Figured to get a couple of rounds out. A cold machine will make a good operator look like a rookie, so I wanted to get the machine warmed up so it ran nice and smooth. Don't want anybody to see me. Sometimes I wonder what the guys are thinking in the beginning. I got three trucks coming to me, all French trucks, nice ones. These are huge. They take 1,000,000 buckets to fill with snow. But as you can see with that snow pile ahead of us, we have 1,000,000 buckets. It's pretty steady when you're loading too. When you're plowing, you can stop for a cup of coffee every once in a while and take a break. When you're loading, it seems like it's a little more aggressive. These guys just keep coming. If you take too long a break, you feel badly because there's some company right there. That's the type of thing you gotta watch out for. You don't want to back over two waitresses. So if you try to stop for a cup of coffee, the next thing you know, there's 3 trucks parked here, and I know the mall guy I'm sure understands, but you hate having trucks sitting because you know they're paying a lot of money for it, but you got to do what you got to do. This is a pretty good size loader. I've loaded some nights with a smaller 950 and it just doesn't seem like you can get the trucks full. It's like you think it's coming out the other side. It takes so many buckets to fill them, and they start stacking up. The trucks are all lined up waiting, and you just go. These trailers are enormous. I don't know how these guys run in and out of Boston all day. I don't know how they do it, because they're good, I guess. As you can see, they're bottomless pits. I don't know how long I've been loading this one truck, but it just never seems to fill up. So, There's trucks. I guess I'll let Nick pull up so you can look at that truck before I shut this off. This is one of the newer trucks. This thing's a beauty. Super long frame. This thing just pretty much with no effort makes maneuvers. I guess that all goes to the lack of fatigue that they advertise with these new machines, and I guess until you really run one, you think it's all lip service, but once you spend 10 or 12 hours in one of these new machines, you realize that you haven't worked as hard as 10 or 12 hours in the old machines. Those guys in the old days that used to do this stuff, they were amazing. Well, here's a little more excitement. This is getting crazy out here. They just shut the lights off at the mall. So, it changes everything. It's actually, doesn't make it any harder. Doesn't make it any harder on us to load because there's so many lights on the machines, and it actually makes the trucks look pretty cool. One thing that's kind of cool about these machines, and the reason you can work at night, is they have killer lights. If I take all the lights off, so you can see how much light that thing puts out. Put that on high. Put those on. Put those on. Thing's got tons of light.
Josh has sent me on a mission. There he goes. I have to load the trucks. Oh, there we go. So, I'm gonna go to the snow dump and take some video.
Good morning. It's a little different than it was the last time. The last time I was on. It's now 7:38 Thursday morning. So I don't know what time it was the last time we talked. I'll say we because if you're still watching this video, then we've been together way too long. So I've been going non-stop. I've stopped, I don't know, I think I stopped maybe 4 times to pee, and that's it. My hand is a little bit sore. Not used to this lever. But other than that, I'm still going strong. At about 3 o'clock in the morning, I drank a 5-hour energy. And other than that, I've been drinking water, and maybe I should be on a 5-hour energy commercial, because it's working. So we're getting to the end of the pile. I've been averaging a truck every 5 minutes. I don't know how long. I don't know. I haven't done the math yet. You can do the math at home. So that's from, I don't know, about 11:30 till 7:30. That's 8 straight hours. A truck every 5 minutes is 12, 80. Yeah, so about 90. About 90 trucks maybe. Maybe a little more. By the time we're done, we might be over 100. So I never thought I'd get that many. Truck drivers have been holding up pretty good. I will say that each one of them have gone and stopped and gone into Dunkin' Donuts and grabbed a coffee, and nobody's asked me if I wanted a coffee. So I guess I don't rate in the truck club. So last night when we started, that pile was right here. And I've loaded that whole that whole pile out all the way across. 100 loads maybe, 100 something loads, 90. So I'm waiting for someone to come over at some point and tell me we're done. I haven't heard yet what time we're gonna finish. We've gone till 8 before, so we're getting pretty close to 8. They might keep us on this pile until it's done, just to get it done. And I promised that I wouldn't turn the camera on until something exciting happens, and it didn't. That's why I never turned it on. It's been pretty much this for the past 7 or 8 hours non-stop. No interruptions, no visitors, no phone calls. Starting to get cleaned up. Pile's getting down to the end. That's a nice sign. That was one big pile. Holy crow. I don't think I've ever seen a pile here as big as that. So it's looking like they may let me finish this, which is awesome because that feeds my obsessive compulsive nature. Terrible if I couldn't finish this pile. One thing I wanted to mention too, I don't know if you can see down there, but the fuel level's on 3/4. This thing has used only a 1/4 tank of fuel in the whole night. That other machine, the old 980, at this point you'd probably be on borrowed time, praying that you had enough, and with about this much pile left you'd be so bummed out that you either couldn't finish it or you had to stop and get fuel and then come back and screw everything up. So this is quite amazing. So I don't know how many more loads this is, maybe a half a dozen. Come back when we are buttoning it up. Probably should have got that. That's a little underwhelming. But we're on our way to the next pile. There it is, pole 76. Maybe it's a little less icy over here. I'm not sure how the trucks are gonna get in here. It's pretty tight. Let's see. Let's see where they want to go. Start here and see what happens. Looks like they're gonna head that way. Good. That was a good spot. No sun in the eyes. It's 8:34. So I spent about almost 9.5 hours on that last pile. Non-stop. 3 trucks. We'll see how long this pile lasts. This is about the latest I've ever loaded here with trucks. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully the cars don't start pouring in. And it's kind of a drive back to the pile, so once I get these guys going, they'll probably string out a little bit. Well, finally, after 40 hours of digging, I have some action footage to film that may actually be somewhat interesting. I don't know if you can notice, but as I get close to the end, the loads are getting bigger and bigger. So I want to get this done. See if we can get that puppy in there without losing it. This is the 14-hour agility test. Oh! Failed. That's a failure. Well, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. This Tom's phone burning up in there. Never ending. I don't know how he keeps a battery in that. He loves it though. The classic tag team. Perfectly executed. This could be the last scoop of the day. Finishing up in style. If we don't smash the shit out of each other. Perfect. That is sweet. See how much of that I got. Not too shabby. We are, I hope, done for the day. That's a wrapper. The sun will take care of that, no problem. That's it. Tom's not much for talking. Maybe he is. He's not usually much for talking. Tom! Tell everybody how much you love loading snow at the mall. That's it. Tom and I are done. Well, we have got the official word. It's time to go in. It is 10:50. That was a long day. We'll go the long way around. It's a little tighter this way, which is kind of a bummer. But we'll make it through. Plenty of room if these people don't need their driver's side mirror. This will give you a good idea of the mall. This is the lot that I was plowing the other night. You can see the pile's gone, so those guys were busy. That was a big pile. Comes another insurance claim. Gonna cut through here because that intersection is too narrow. So there's that pile still. Maybe we'll hit that one tonight. Oh yeah, I just got notified that we're going in again tonight, midnight. To load again. Story at 11. Show up at midnight. See if Tom fits through there behind us. He's a little wider than we are. Thank you. There's a crew over there working on a cover. The frame was junk and we lost the cover yesterday. That's what we were searching for. There's some trucks at the dump site. Maybe we'll get a view of the bodies up, which are pretty awesome. Somebody's still on the dozer, pushing up. You see the pile got a lot bigger. There's the show truck, which is looking a little salty. They are pretty awesome. I guess I'll park this and maybe put a little grease in it for tonight. So that's it. 11 o'clock. So that's 11 to 11. So that was a 12er. Well, we'll go home. We'll get ready. We'll come back again at midnight. Well, there's the snow pile. It definitely grew overnight. We'll take a look at it tomorrow and see how much it grows after that. There's Pete. Pete's just coming in after a long night. It's 11:15. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video is that after all that, we still have to come in another night. So this is the third night in a row. Went home today, got about nothing done, and slept a lot. So if you think this is Bill Murray and Groundhog Day, it's not. It's us plowing again. We're loading again at the mall. So see how it goes. Maybe it won't be as long a night as it was yesterday. So I gotta check the oil in this, get it running, and then go back out and start loading some more piles. Today is, right now it's still Thursday night. We're supposed to start at midnight, so it'll be Friday. The, whatever, 30th, I think. I don't even know when we started this whole thing, so hopefully this is the last day. Well, I didn't want to have to do this so early, more footage of random snow pushing, but I just wanted to make note of the fact that it's snowing out. They were calling for snow. I don't know how much. I think the first I heard was 3 to 6 or something, or 1 to 3. To be quite honest, I haven't even watched the weather for a couple of days. But it is snowing. FYI, for your information. There's a truck we haven't seen this weekend. Or I haven't. Maybe he was here, but I'm telling you, working here is like working at a truck show, like a parade. We moved to another pile over in the corner. You can see 128 in the background. It's starting to get light out. It's past 6 at this point. 6:40. 6:40 already. I don't know where the night goes. They just disappear. I'm not sure if this is our last pile or not. It'd be kind of nice if it was. Looks like we're having a turf battle. I don't know if they want to get out or whether they're just screwing around. Probably just screwing around. Nope, going by. It's the fuel truck. Time to get some fuel. After plowing all night. There's a pretty good view of the one side of the mall. Looks like we're starting to wrap things up. I can't imagine we're going to be here much longer today. Got this little pile over here on the side we're going to finish up, but I don't know if we're going to attack anything else. You can see rush hour is already picking up on the highway. Well, we just got direction to do some scraping here. There's the 966M. Having a 966 race. It's like looking in a mirror. So I guess they want us to scrape this parking lot down before we go. Tom's over there. Rusty's over on the other side. The skid steer. Guess they just want to get some of the slop off here before we go. As I don't think we're coming back. At least I hope we're not coming back for a couple of days. The forecast for, I think, Sunday night is another 8 or 10 inches. I guess. That's what I heard from somebody today. like I talked to a lot of people today. So now I gotta put a pusher on and go over there and help them clean up those parking lots. See if I can get this thing on in one shot. Doesn't go on the easiest all the time. Maybe it will today. Let's see how that goes. So it went on pretty good. I just gotta hook up the chains and tighten it up. We'll just do the same thing on the other side. So we'll just tighten this chain up on this side. Hopefully it'll pull that in a little bit over there. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Mr. French. Now you sick? Can I film you, or are you too sick to be on camera? Well, here goes the big street crossing with the slop. Let's see how this goes with the general public. It is pretty, look at that stuff. It's pretty wet. And we'll try and make a trough across without it going too far. So we're getting it. Got it almost to the road. Just trying to keep that, everything inside that trough, man. It just, when it takes off, it takes off. But if you can get it in there, you can make some pretty good time. Well, we got that cleaned up nicely. Glenn's got it all pushed up in the pile already. You wouldn't even know it was there. Don't even have to deal with it again. That would have been a mess of a pile. It's 11 o'clock Friday morning, the 30th, and we're done. We finally finished plowing the mall, and it's snowing out. There's another storm coming, I guess. I haven't really watched the news. So as you can see in the background, there's the pile, and it's a little wider than you'd think. So we've been hauling for a couple of days. Scraped and cleaned, you saw it. So anyhow, I'm going home, get some sleep, and probably drink a beer. I haven't had a beer all week. I may do a last final thought at some point, but for now,